What a beautiful day for a fight. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
About time too.
And here he is. And it's the King, Amir King Khan, one of the finest fighters Britain's ever produced. Olympic silver medalist in 2004, multi-time world champion, fighting out of Bolton, UK.
This is going to be one hell.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed 3-division world champion and 2-division undisputed champion of the world.
A lot of pre-match drama, and they will settle their score under the sun here in this outdoor venue.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins now.
And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Brilliant hook there. Catch and shoot. Nice counter shot. Missing with the hook. That counter shot lands. Just when the fight was getting interesting between Khan and Crawford back in 2019, it was stopped after an accidental groin shot. I mean, that will do it to you.
Amir Khan is and was one of the fastest fighters I'd ever seen. And then for the first time in his whole career, he got in a ring with somebody that was faster than him, sharper than him, threw clusters much better than him. So then he thought, what is going on here? It's a new world. How does he deal with it? Then now he's got to depend on his skills. But he didn't realize that until the fight. So this is why we're doing this all over again. Amir Khan now has to depend on his skills rather than his speed, because he knows Crawford has the speed to put him out.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. A perfect counter lands. You'd like to see more jabs. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Beautiful counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every.
Here we go for round 2. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That jab doesn't score. A lot of pre-match drama, and they will settle their score under the sun here in this outdoor venue.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be. So you've got to make sure you prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
He threw a punch and just got countered. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. How about that time counter shot? You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. No rest for the weary. Those counter punches have to hurt. They have no respect for each other's punching power. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, it's like two...
The bell rings and we start the third. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Couldn't land that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Just avoids a left uppercut. The halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good counter punching. Nice exchange here from both men. He missed with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on this. Here we go to the fourth round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he scores with the counter. Well done with that counter shot. Amir Khan in some real trouble. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The straight right just misses. They exchange punches. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Swing and a miss with that hook. Insane action. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something. Back into the fray here in round 5. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not clear. Be sharp.
You know, with lightweights, these guys are going to be lightning quick.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Punch, counter punch. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter. The jab doesn't quite connect. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A perfect counter shot. There's a counter shot. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
The bell sometime.
There's the bell for round 6. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter shot. Nice counter shot. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. Good counter punch. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They miss with the jab. He throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. What would you tell this guy if he's got to do something different? There's the bell to start round 7. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Crawford in trouble. Do you believe this? Bud Crawford just got knocked down. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
I've got to see that again.
One, two, three, four.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes in close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in a round.
We're at the halfway point. There's no doubt who's won this round so far.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or is it a bit of a mousetrap?
It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
And that jab just missed with the left hand. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet. There's the bell to start round 8. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation.
Wounded, and he just put Amir Khan down. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Do you believe this? They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Swing and a miss with that jab. So much firepower here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Crawford's legs are all over the... They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
You're right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your glove.
Well, it's go back to the drawing board time, a unanimous decision victory.